This section, Section 3, directs FMCSA to end any agency-level reciprocity agreements that allow foreign-issued CDLs to be recognized in the U.S., unless that reciprocity is expressly authorized by statute. In practice, this means... All right, welcome to the Golden Belt Buckle Podcast. Today we're going to talk about the Protecting America's Highways Act, introduced by U.S. Representative Beth Van Duyne. It says it aims to enhance the safety and integrity of the nation's highways by implementing stricter requirements for obtaining or maintaining a commercial driver's license for foreign nationals. Now, this story has been picking up steam all week. There's been a lot of misunderstanding about what this legislation does, what it seeks to do, and up until this morning, I was equally confused by, well, I wasn't confused. I thought I knew exactly what it was saying, which was it looks like it was going to take away the reciprocity rights of Mexicans and Canadians, so that essentially the American government would not recognize our driver's licenses as being valid in the United States. And when you read the legislation, not only would your licenses not be valid in the United States, but good luck getting a non-domiciled CDL in the States, because it's limiting all of that as well. So it's so yeah, there was a lot of misunderstanding around this, and we're going to clear that up. Needless to say, if this was what it looked like, it would have been catastrophic. Let's just read the section that's been. Let's just read this. It said, not later than 6 months after the date of enactment of this act, the administrator of the FMCSA shall take such actions as are necessary to terminate any existing reciprocity agreements that recognize foreign commercial driver's licenses in the United States, or permit holders of foreign commercial driver's license to operate a commercial vehicle in the United States, unless expressly authorized by statute. So first glance, we all looked at this and it looked like we were all going to lose our running rights in the United States. And so all week I've been looking into what this would mean for us in Canada, and it looked like it was going to be absolutely devastating. It would have essentially turned into another tariff, a hidden tariff, as everything becomes more complicated, and shippers need to start using third-party logistics providers to help get their freight across the border. I mean, what a mess it would have been. But that's not what this bill is. We're not going back to the 1980s, and I am happy that I wasted a lot of time putting slides together for something that it's not going to be. So that was the law. What does she say? She has clarified what she meant. This was just the other day. This section, Section 3, directs FMCSA to end any agency-level reciprocity agreements that allow foreign-issued CDLs to be recognized in the U.S., unless that reciprocity is expressly authorized by statute. In practice, this means that Canadian and Mexican drivers operating under the USMCA agreement would not be affected, since Congress authorized that arrangement through statute. The real impact would fall on any other reciprocity agreements FMCSA or DOT might have in place outside of USMCA. Those would have to be terminated within 6 months of enactment. Van Duyne's office added that the intent of the provision is to ensure that only Congress, not federal agencies, has the authority to permit foreign national CDLs in the U.S. So, automatically what she's saying is, if you're an American, or if you're a Canadian and a Mexican, you're covered. Your license is covered, because at the congressional level, they authorized us under the USMCA agreement to have reciprocity with our licenses. Okay, so at the highest level, we are authorized. It's okay, but this gets into a chain of command issue. You've got the U.S. government on top, the DOT underneath, and then FMCSA covered by the Department of Transportation. So the FMCSA is under the authority of the DOT. The DOT is under the authority of the U.S. government. Right now, the DOT and the FMCSA have authority to give reciprocity to whoever they want without going through the Congress. And what she's saying is all of these agreements that they have come to on their own, those would be done away with. They will lose all authority to give reciprocity authority to outside entities. That's what she's saying. All the power to recognize reciprocity would be concentrated into the hands of elected officials, not unelected officials. So this, if that makes sense to you, right? It's consolidating the power. That's what it's consolidating the authorization power to elected representatives, so that you don't have every government agency doing their own thing, right? It's about unity. It's about clarity. If you're a Canadian, you know all about what it means to be a centrist, not in political sense, but centrist in the sense of having Ottawa has a lot of power. Right, Ottawa has a lot of power, right, and that's what this is. It's focusing more power to make things easier and more unified, so they can keep a better look at everything. This legislation, if you look at the context of all of this, it comes after the Harjinder Singh incident and the English proficiency laws that are now being enforced, and all the audits of the different states and all the corruption that's coming out. It's just too much to keep up with. You can't do enough podcasts on it all because there's something new every day, right? So the American government is just trying to crack down on all of the corruption, which is no different than what we're doing in Canada, right? Really, long before President Trump took office, people don't realize this, but our own CBC was doing exposés on our Ministry of Transportation and the driver's licensing centers, drive test centers, showing that people are cheating our own system over here, and it's not just one or two; it's a lot of people. So Canada has been cracking down on this sort of thing for a while, and another big story just came out. Actually, I think it was from Alberta this week. There was some more fraud that was detected, and we just had a whole bunch of people have to give their driver's licenses back. It's like, what was it, 1,200? Sorry, now I'm thinking in my head some of the stories that I've read lately. But yeah, 1,200 people found to be using fraudulent commercial driver's licenses in Canada, right? They obtain them by fraudulent means. So yeah, we're cracking down. This isn't a Donald Trump thing. This is it's something that's got to be done to make the roads safer. So yeah, that's the legislation. If you found all this helpful, do me a favor, like and subscribe, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Until next time, cheers, keep the rubber side down.